Brosplay. Low health. Welcome back to Brosplay. Here's Derek.
Okay, I want to discuss the efficacy of this weapon, but seriously, I've been fascinated by this pistol because first of all, imagine an era where this happens. Like, there's no reloading. You just fire as much as you want. Like, it doesn't overheat. Nothing. It doesn't have like a halo effect.
Yeah.
And then look at all the fucking shells. They actually have. I mean, they disappear. Yeah, pretty quickly. But then also, look, you use any of these other weapons and they make bullet holes. But then you use this pistol and it makes these crazy, yeah.
Oh, that's why it's never ending. It's using some sort of energy.
And then look at that. It actually makes like a larger hole in the wall.
What?
It's a freaking sweet weapon, man. Like, for as far as pistols go, this is one of the best ones I've ever used in a game.
It's amazing.
It's better than the Halo pistol.
I was using all right, I want to make a fucking shout out to my laptop for letting us know.
Power was running out.
Yeah, our power was critical. We almost lost this session because I didn't plug my laptop in. So check your shit, kids, before you do your Let's Plays. Wow, look at that. Look at that reticle.
It's shaking?
How much that was shaking.
Yeah, it actually reminded me of, have you ever seen what your phone camera looks like when you get a text message?
What?
Yeah, if you bring out your phone camera and you get a text message at the same time, it'll look like there's waves running through it, like it's underwater or something. Ooh. Yeah, it's actually really cool.
An underwater phone. And he's playing lots of Doom and he's kicking that guy's bum.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Phone is...
It's kind of what I do.
Underwater... I forgot the song I was singing.
Water under storm.
Hey, come back here, dude.
I feel like is this just a really dark scene? Is that why I can't see anything?
Yeah, it's a lot of contrast. We're also playing it in the daytime with the light.
Oh, that's true. We normally play at nighttime.
The sun. How annoying is it that we have this constant energy source right at our doorstep? Like, fuck right off, sun.
I was gonna say, how annoying is it when the sun's not around this time of year?
Oh yeah, it's been getting dark at about 4:30 now.
That actually has been working for me because I've been doing a job on a site where we leave like basically at sundown because we can't work anymore.
Oh shit, yeah.
So the earlier that happens, the better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the whole daylight savings thing just meant, you know, now I'm getting up at like 4:45 to beat the sun.
I'm pretty sure it's a big load of shit, isn't it?
Well, it depends. Like, yeah, it's not really necessary, but at the same time,
we're really used to it. But there's plenty of things we can change. That's my big issue with things being done because they're tradition.
Yeah, it's true. There could be a better decision made now, probably. But I think the big problem, like, yeah, we could adjust it like a little bit every month. You know, you adjust it by like 5 minutes every month. So as we go into winter, it's not as crazy. But imagine getting up at like 8:30 or 9 in the morning and it's dark. Like, that would really fuck with your head.
Oh, would that happen in the winter?
Yeah, absolutely. Because as the days get shorter, it really cuts off the morning, and I think that's mostly what they try to avoid.
As the days grow shorter
and I grow longer,
cuts off my morning time.
Don't you take my mornings, bitch.
I fucking love these guys, and I love this game, and I love this music.
Yeah, I don't love that I'm running out of ammo. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know where I'm going.
You're supposed to just kill these dudes.
What?
I don't know if you... Yeah, I didn't notice it until I was playing just before you came over. Each level, this facility is designed to keep demons in if they ever get into this building. So as soon as you destroy them, it's going to tell you that the demonic and like the demonic presence has been lowered, and that the what's it called is ending.
Okay, so that's actually
your objective is actually to kill demons. Like that's
so that's actually preventing me from moving forward at times.
Yes,
this does really feel like Unreal Tournament.
So this is, I'm pretty sure this is a reboot. I don't know where it takes place in the story as far as all the Dooms, but I'm pretty sure, whether it's from the other games or not, Doom Guy is known by the people who have built this facility to be a guy who's going to shut down the Doom portals. And they don't want that. They don't want to shut down the hell portals because... See that? Oh.
Oh. Right, because I destroyed the demons?
Last time she said that you're demon...
Olivia. Oh, yeah. See, this is green now all of a sudden.
This is green.
Give me that shit. I don't know what we need those for,
What? Oh.
but I'll take them.
Praetor token.
Praetor!
Praetor! Here comes what's his name? He becomes Praetor, doesn't he?
Batty artist?
No.
Oh, Claudius.
Claudius, yes. Praetor Claudius Glaber.
Glaber. That's a pretty good Roman last name.
It is. Pretty much all of them were.
Oh, this is Olivia?
Yes.
Okay, she's different than I figured she'd be.
Oh, there we are.
I can't move, which is kind of strange. It's the first time I've been immobilized since the game began.
What did you say, sorry?
I said I can't move.
Oh.
It's the first time we haven't been able to.
This is the traction that George was talking about.
George?
Action versus traction from Super Bunny Hop.
Oh, okay. I don't remember really what he was saying about that.
I've decided to start, because my intention is to become friends with a lot of YouTubers. I'm just gonna start pretending that I already am friends with them.
That's a dangerous road.
I'm joking. It's just a lot easier to say what George was saying because we don't have a George in our life, so there's really no reason to be like, oh, George from Super Bunny Hop. Oh, George, yes, George Wiedemann. Wiedemann or Weidman. It's probably Weidman.
Maybe.
I like him.
I know of someone else named Weidman, so that's possible.
So are you confirming that the last name exists?
The last name does exist.
Okay, good.
He
I
is
was
elsewhere.
concerned that he was lying to us. You
Well, it
lied
could-
to me, Wiedemann.
Could be Wiedemann. I knew a Stephen Wiedemann.
Don't say his name.
What? I bet there's probably like 100 Stephen Wiedemans
probably,
in
yeah.
Canada.
That's true.
And probably another like 1,000 of them in the States.
There's at least 100 people in Canada. It's a pretty big place.
It's huge.
There was at least 800 people at that NSP concert we went and saw in Toronto, so...
Yeah, it's really weird when people get all like packed into a tiny little spot and you remember there's a fuckload of people. They're just on the other side of walls, so you forget about them.
Dude, when Pokemon Go came out, I was like, oh, wow, there's a lot of people around me.
I really think it's funny because if Pokemon Go had come out in the winter, it would never have been a thing in Canada.
Well, it's a huge, like, the player base in winter is like really low.
For anything?
No, for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they were planning for it. They knew it was gonna happen.
Well, they picked their moment properly because they knew it was going to run its course and be over before the winter came around anyways. Like, you can't keep something like Pokemon Go going as
Actually,
a fad.
No, Pokemon Go dropped because they treated their player base like garbage. They didn't listen to them and did a bunch of other bullshit. What the fuck is this?
I don't know. Plasma
Whoa.
rifle.
Whoa.
Has no alt fire
Yeah,
so
there's
far.
a couple videos out there you can go and check out if you want more information on that. But they didn't fix a lot of problems, and then they created some I think they made people go through a website, and then it didn't work very well or some stupid shit. Like, it was silly. It wasn't Nintendo though. It was two or three companies had to come together to make that game.
Really? And wait,
Yeah.
Nintendo was not one of them?
No, it's just they just licensed it out. Somebody else made it.
Oh, okay. So they just said, go do it and pay us a bunch of money.
Well, it was an April Fool's joke that somebody made. They made a video of Pokemon Go, and it was just a joke. And people thought that's so brilliant. People really thought it was happening. So then somebody did. I love how it said impact compensation, and then you exploded.
Well, because I think I fell once and then I fell to my death.
Yeah, probably.
It was like one of those cliff sliding moments.
I've noticed when I was playing this before you came over that this game's actually really great for learning through gameplay. It puts you in a lot of situations where you're likely to do things, including like the beginning there. It gives you this huge fall so that you know that there's no falling damage.
Is there no falling damage?
I don't think there's any falling damage.
I actually didn't even know I could make this jump. Oh, shit.
You're not supposed to.
Ow.
Although this is a perfect example of conveyance. As you're walking over there, it looked 2 times in a row. You already didn't make that shot. Like, you already barely made that shot the first time. And the second time, you still felt like you had to go there because it looks really obvious.
Yeah, well, I also don't like that there's no sprint, so there's no way to gain... Like, you don't move fast enough to not have a sprint option.
I think it's supposed to be you're always moving somewhere between walking and running.
It's true, and I've seen other games do that well, but the problem is, as far as like getting momentum, like you don't feel like you have the energy to complete a jump.
Yeah, but that's like you almost did it again.
Wait.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to go because I can't see anything in the dark.
Yeah, this is really fucking bad. I'll just get the blind.
Yeah, hopefully that helps. And everyone's like, I see it, it's right there. Oh, that's way better.
Oh, shit.
That's, as you could say, night and day difference.
What was that?
Was it your cat?
I dropped a thing.
Was it the producer?
No,
oh.
I know. The producer's
Ooh.
locked up.
Look at that.
Locked up like a douche.
Pretty rock right there with all those stripings in it. That's actually...
Nice stripings.
That's actually the same kind of rock I'm working with. It's really funny.
It's got sort of an amethyst tinge with a little bit of a... I don't know enough about rocks to make this joke.
It's an earthy tone.
An earthy tone.
Are we doing this trial?
Sure. We haven't done any trials.
Count 15. So I have to kill 15?
It's a run E trial.
A run E trial? Like not a rune trial?
No. It's like an E trial, like everything online when in the 2000s. Everything was E something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
An E trial. Oh, I've seen pentagrams on the floor before. Like in just some of these rooms, it's just random
you
pentagrams.
meant in real life.
No.
It's like, like you do. Yeah, maybe we haven't been doing these. Bonus is 2 seconds per kill. What was that?
I don't know. I'm just gonna kill things.
But I want to capitalize on what I was saying there. This game is great at learning through gameplay. It's almost like there was some creative director who thought people aren't smart enough to know that dropping 20 feet and not taking damage means no falling damage. So
I didn't know.
We were also doing a show. Like when I played it on my own, I noticed a lot more things because I was listening to it.
That's true.
But the game is great at teaching you, and then they just stop you and say, hey, by the way, there's a reason for all of this happening, and let me explain it to you, and also stay there while I do it.
Don't you want to know why you're playing this game?
Yeah, don't you want to know why you're shooting demons in the face?
Yeah.
Don't you want to understand the motivations of a man who says nothing? Vacuum. Silly word.
This man is a vacuum.
Yeah, it just sucks up the demons.
Yeah, and then just spits them out all over the other demons.
Like the
Like the vacuum demon? Like a portal to hell.
No, I meant the suck cannon from Ratchet.
Oh, well,
For some reason,
there was
it took me a while
like
to figure out what the cannon that sucks was called.
Is that really what it's called? The suck cannon?
Suck cannon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then there was the rocket launcher in Fallout 3, which was a rocket launcher that would shoot anything. So it would shoot like teddy bears and toy cars.
Yeah. And a rock was like it was like rocket, as in like let's fucking rock.
Yeah, exactly. And just rock people. Where did that rune come from? Which way was it going?
Convince.
Yeah, well,
I think I want to say I fanboy a lot about sequelitis, but it's probably the most useful bit of video game terminology and descriptions I've ever had. It has been so helpful for describing how I feel about games.
It's true. It gives you a lexicon to work with.
Yeah, well, not only do I have the right words that people can line up, another fucking
Fuck
gun?
yes!
Already? Rocket launcher, look at that.
He really spends way too much time looking at the weapon, though. It's very disorienting.
He loves it. Doom Guy cares lots about guns.
About his guns. Well, yes. I would, too. I mean, if I'm fighting demons, the bigger the gun, the better.
You remember when I said that when people lack qualitative words, they go to extremes?
Yes.
That's what I used to do. Holy fuck.
I know.
That's so cool.
So delicious.
What I used to do, it would just be like, I don't like this. This is stupid. Instead, like,
not a good game.
Or what the fuck am I supposed to do? Where the fuck do I go? But now I have the right word. Conveyance.
Visual clarity.
Yes, visual clarity. Conveyance. Learning through gameplay. Extremely useful terms that pretty much every game should accomplish. And now what I mean by that is you don't always have to convey the right way to go. Some games are built on you trying to figure it out, But if there's a spot that you're supposed to climb that looks like every other spot you can't climb, that's just fucking stupid.
Well, that's both. That's visual clarity issues and conveyance issues.
Exactly. It's fun. Like, I'm playing through the Nathan Drake series in HD, 60 frames a second, and there's a shit ton of lack of conveyance in that game. You're just looking around all over, and so you go from this high octane shooting scene to what? How do I? What? What is that?
Which
it's a
way?
fucking game about climbing and shooting, and yet it sometimes doesn't even tell you where to fucking climb. Yay.
He just led me. Oh, wow. Wow.
So really what I'm talking about is you need to consider conveyance. It doesn't mean, like, you don't need to be always being like, hey, fucking go here.
There has to be enough conveyance to move forward, though. You really shouldn't get to the point where you're just kind of motionless.
Well, one thing I loved about Dark Souls is that it just opens. You go through that little starting area, and then after that, they just say, "Hey, you got up and down. Have fun." And if you go down, you're fucked.
You just got to figure it out.
But you just got to figure out that up is way easier, and then at a certain point, you realize, "Hey, that starting area has a down area, and I haven't even gone there. Let's try the down area." And then you go, "Oh, hey, this is more suited for the level I'm at. This is nice."
And going up the stairs and going down the stairs.
Yes.
Going up the stairs and going down the
And
sideways
then
stairs.
dying on the sideways stairs.
What,
Rip it out.
What is this?
Rip out the head. Rip the body out, and the heart will die.
What's that circular rolling thing? Was that part of this?
It's a droideka.
He's no match for droidicas.
Do you think she suspects an attack? Queen Amidala is young and naive. Oh, I could just quote that movie all day.
That whole
I
movie.
love that movie.
I love how I
Man.
still can't really tell you what it's about.
My favorite, yeah, me too. It's about, okay, so the plot of the original movie is I think the Empire, or what will be the Empire, is trying to legally invade Naboo by taking control of Queen Amidala. I think that's what it's about.
But isn't that just like, I don't know, it seems like such a political motivation for an action sci-fi movie.
Well, we're taking, like, that's why people didn't like it. And when you watch the original Star Wars, it's halfway through an already building battle between Darth Vader and the Rebels. So that's what the prequels were supposed to be, was the beginning of before Darth Vader. So
And I guess it's pretty realistic to put political or financial reasons behind the start of war. Makes so much more sense than like anger or greed.
well, they did a really good job with atmosphere in the original 3 movies, and a big part of that is they didn't rush it, and they spent, I think there's only 4 or 5 planets in the whole first 3 movies, and you go to 5 planets in the first prequel. It's nuts.
That's true. It's jarring. You
There's-
gotta remember
there's
all
numbers.
these places.
Those numbers were not all accurate, but like the prequel starts on Tatooine, then goes to Naboo, then starts in Naboo. See, I can't even fucking remember. Well,
I remember Tatooine.
yeah, Tatooine, Naboo, Kashyyyk's in there somewhere in the 3rd movie, I think. Like, it's just too much. Well, as you go to the original movie, and it's you got Dagobah, Tatooine,
Fly to Dagobah.
Hoth. I can't remember any of the other ones.
What's the Ewok one?
Oh, that's the forest moon of Endor.
Well, that's quite the name.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's Endor. It's not. It's the forest moon of Endor. I don't know if it has a name. It probably does.
Imagine if our planet wasn't the main planet. Imagine if our planet was actually a moon. Like, as a forest planet, that's like the same kind of planet we have.
Humans think they are the planet, but they are, in fact, just a tiny atom in a planet of its own.
Well, that's one thing I've been learning about a lot recently is like how similar both the planet and cities are to like actual organisms. Like if you look at the planet as a brain, you know, back in the day, people couldn't communicate at all. So it was like a bunch of different cells. But now we can communicate to the point where we actually are essentially like synapses. You know, the computers that we create.
And yet, and as solid as our brain feels, it is so easily wiped.
Well, yeah, you destroy any sort of significant portion of it.
I hit my head one time when I was skiing, and I couldn't see numbers.
Well, you know what that's an analogy for?
What's that?
Getting hit by a fucking asteroid.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
That's a concussion for the
I
world.
was going to say that all you need to do is shut off the power, and our amazing synapses are fucked. This is like
That's a
doesn't
good
matter how
point.
complicated, like how many Intel processors your computer has if the power is not on.
Good point.
It's like it doesn't matter what you think if you're dead.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you had the right of way if you're dead.
Yeah, there was a Canada's Worst Handyman, and he tells the guy to like, I don't know, to screw some light switch in there, and he's like, "Did you check the power's on?" And he's like, "I thought you said you turned it off." He's like, "It doesn't matter what you think if you're dead."
Pretty aggressive though. You're supposed to.
Yeah, well, the point of that, like, most of those situations, the worst handyman was like, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're just going to waste money and time. But when you're dealing with power, you could die.
I mean, even dealing with saws, I've seen some people who are
fuck,
really
yeah.
shitty with saws.
Dude, the amount of times I've had to explain to people over the years how to use an X-Acto knife is terrifying.
Oh, you don't have those bullshit safety X-Acto knives, do you?
No. It's like, always put the blade back in when you're done. It does, like, I don't mean like when you're done with the entire project. Make a cut, put it away. Make a cut, put it away. It's like you're never gonna forget your coffee if you never put it on top of your fucking car.
Yeah,
Right?
That's a good one.
I said that to Dad one time, and like 5 minutes later, he forgot something on top of his car. And he referenced it too. He says you're never gonna forget it if you never put it on there.
It's good advice though.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. I always love it when we break. It was like
It's been the advice hour.
silent moment, and then thank you for joining us. Like no flow at all.
Hey, it helps prepare the fans for saying goodbye.
Get ready.